Alright, now this isn't admittedly the first time we reviewed Splinter Cell Conviction, is it, Mike?
No.
And why is that?
Because the game is deceptively mediocre.
To a point.
Yeah.
Yeah, essentially, Splinter Cell Conviction, which is a 360 exclusive, which was released quite a few months back at this point. We both finally got a chance to sit down and play it. Me, when Alpha Protocol came out, you, just in the last week or so. And Mike was having a really good time with the game. And I was wondering why that was. And that was apparently because he didn't get to the end. So now that we both finished the story, we're back. And Mike, what do you think of Splinter Cell Conviction?
The game starts off really good. It looks really good. It handles really good for the first 3/4 of the game, and then it kind of
something
apart.
happens. No, yeah, my main problem with the game stems from, and I mean, all due respect to Michael Ironside, I don't find Sam Fisher interesting at all. What I do, in its credit, the game, like, you are doing cool stuff, like the executions and stuff like that are really neat. That being said, the character, every time they go into the story or anything like that, I just don't care.
Well, I haven't followed the Splinter Cell series very much. The last one I played was Chaos 3, and yeah, I don't know, it was a lot more stealthy, and this one's not stealth, it's just action.
No, absolutely, yeah.
Which is fine, but the game doesn't really handle itself overly well as an action game. It handles really good in the stealth side of things, but
it's not utilizing the controller, for one. Like, for all the different things you should be able to do in a stealth game these days, you don't have them. You mostly just have third-person shooter controls, but you're supposed to hide. To sum up, I mean, you have nothing that's really... I mean, that being said, it's not hard to hide, because the AI is pretty dumb, even on the hardest difficulty setting. You can walk right up to them as long as you're in the dark. They're not going to see you standing this close together. Happened multiple times in the game, and I remember when they were making the game, like, one of the big things they were talking about is AI. Yeah, we'll call it. But when you play the game, it's not there, and it's a short experience, maybe 5 hours, if that. And where it really falls apart is the end. I mean, it's been a while now. We can kind of spoil the ending.
The last level specifically, it's glitchy. I found like enemies just popping in at random. The whole stealth aspect's right out the window. Like they literally just throw guys at you.
Oh yeah, no, you can try to play stealthy, but chances are you're not going to make it. Especially when guys are. It's essentially the game is cheating because just throwing guys at you out of nowhere. But yeah, pick up an automatic weapon and just go through that White House level pretty much.
Specifically the White House level, like the part with the vice president. I had so much trouble with this because you're in a room by yourself.
How about a table?
There's 4 tables in the room. These guys just come swarming in the door, and it's like...
To be fair, the game gives you 20 grenades. So, I mean, a stealth game with like 20 grenades. Good to go. The ending itself, I mean, if it was building up to some kind of emotional climax, it's not there. And you essentially have 2 different endings. You can choose to like let this guy go or kill him. There's no reason not to kill him at that point. You've killed hundreds of guys leading up to this guy, and he's not giving you a reason not to kill him, so why would you just walk away? It doesn't make sense.
And after the last level, you'll be so furious, you'll just want to kill him anyway, so...
And then kill yourself. It's crazy.
Yeah.
No, I didn't like Conviction that much. I did not play the co-op. Keep that in mind. But as far as a AAA title for the 360 goes, this was very poorly executed.
To its credit, it does have a good multiplayer and a cooperative mode. So I mean, once you get through the 4-hour, 5-hour campaign, there's still stuff there to do, and there's all kinds of DLC and stuff like that they released for the game. There's like actually a paid DLC pack that came out a couple weeks back, so there's still plenty of stuff there. It's just initially when you buy the game right out of the box, I mean, it's kind of... If you're looking for a campaign.
And to be fair, there were some elements I liked, like the flashbacks kind of playing projector style on the walls and stuff, and like the objectives being written.
Yeah, written along the walls.
I was okay with that. That was kind of neat. But other than that, I mean, Splinter Cell is a very shallow experience, and I'm not a fan of the series, so I guess what can I say? I've given this score before, but 4 out of 10. Now, Mike, your score is changing a little bit since last time.
Yeah, I was going a little higher before, but honestly, I can't really see it going much higher than a 6.5. And that's just, I mean, I prefer games like Metal Gear and real stealth games. So.
Yeah. Sorry, Splinter Cell.
I'd seen the agency I gave my life to turn against me.